Good evening, everyone. Back with me, Galih Setiaji in News Flash. Flood is a problem that very often occurs in this present day. Now, we are connected to our reporter, who will provide live report from the location of flood. Good evening, Putri. How is the situation in there?
Okay, fine. Thank you, Galih. Now I'm reporting from the flood location. The situation here is so awful. The height of flood is around 7 meters and all the victims has moved to evacuate 10. The government has sent a few authorities to help the victims to evacuate them and send supplies to easier the victims' situation. That's the report from this location. Now, back to you, Gali.
Thank you, Putri, for the information. And now, the Minister of the Environment, Mr. Rinaldi Komendangi, and Professor of the Faculty of Agronomy, Muhammadiyah University of Yogyakarta, Mrs. Intan Meysa Putri are here to discuss about flood cases in Indonesia. Good evening, Mr. Inal and Mrs. Intan.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, now we jump to the question. First question is for Mr. Inal. Saying that many floods occurred in Indonesia, how the government deal with this situation?
Okay, as we know, many impacts resulted from this incident, from loss of valuable property to causing casualties. Not only that, there are so many damaged dwellings are uninhabitable and disturb our activities. To deal with this problem, the government provided shelter and food supplies for the victims, as well as compensation for bereaved families. We hope this tragedy will end soon as possible, and don't forget to pray to Almighty God. Thank you and stay safe.
All right, so the government has made various efforts to deal with floods by providing shelter and food supplies for flood affected families and compensation for bereaved families. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Next is Mrs. Intan. As the professor of the Faculty of Agronomy, what is the chain of events that led to this flood disaster? Could you explain to us? Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Galih. So, floods are caused by natural condition and phenomena, regional geographical condition, and human activities that result in change in land use in an area. The factors that cause floods include high rainfall, slumps along river, sedimentation and erosion, river physiography, and and river physiography and waste management. Based on their geographical condition, areas located on floodplain have a high risk of being flooded. Occurrence of this flooding are also influenced by human activities or development that doesn't consider the principle of environmental conservation. Regarding people and their behavior or awareness of the environment, many are still unaware that their daily behavior or activities can be a determinant to other, whether in their area or other people area. Thank you, Mr. Galih.
Thank you for the information, Mrs. Intan. Now we move to the natural disaster victim, Mr. Fikri. Mr. Fikri, can you tell us more about the disaster's victims' situations right now?
Thank you, Mr. Galih. Right now, myself and the other victim has been evacuated by the authority, and currently we are staying in the evacuation tank. Our home is flooded by the water with a depth around 7 meters. Thankfully, we managed to save ourselves from the disaster. We also hope for the government to continue helping and assist us during this trying time. Thank you.
All right, back to the studio. And that's all from us. I hope you enjoyed tonight's news. Thanks for watching.